One of the most famous SUVs has always been the Honda CR-V. Over the years, it's gathered a wide customer base, winning the hearts of millions. With each model year, it's always been made better and better, with the automaker upgrading the design, powertrain, and technology. Over the past few years, automakers have slowly transitioned into hybrid powertrains to save on fuel economy. However, for the 2025 model year, they're taking a different approach. Yes, it is still a hybrid vehicle, but a different kind of hybrid vehicle. So, what's new with the 2025 Honda CR-V? Let's find out, shall we? Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll look at the 2025 Honda CR-V as we learn what new technology it brings to the table. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's look at the 2025 Honda CR-V. At the moment, the Honda CR-V is one of the most famous compact SUVs on the market. This is a car that delivers everything it promises without leaving anything out. It's very reliable, efficient, and economical. It's the kind of car that you can use for day-to-day use and still go with it for long distances without having to worry. For the 2025 model year, Honda has decided to bring a whole new CR-V, which they're calling the EFCEV. Some people also refer to it as the CR-V fuel cell, which is still the same thing. This is one of the just 3 hydrogen-powered electric vehicles that are offered in the United States. This is also the case with its rivals. However, even with that, it's only sold in California at the moment. The last time Honda tried out the hydrogen fuel cell niche segment was in 2021. This was when they introduced the Clarity fuel cell. This time, instead of a low-slung sedan that has a design focused on aerodynamics, Honda's latest hydrogen venture is based on the company's best-selling vehicle, which is the CR-V crossover. The fuel cell model shares the majority of its styling with the gas-powered SUV, save for a unique front grille and a longer nose to help accommodate the fuel cell itself. When the CR-V fuel cell finally joins the market, it'll be facing off against cars like the Toyota Mirai sedan and the Hyundai Nexo crossover. However, unlike those hydrogen-powered models, the Honda will also come with a few tricks under the hood, such as a 17.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack. What makes this battery pack unique is that it can be charged through a home charging station and used to augment the overall driving range. However, as much as it sounds like a very viable choice, the CR-V fuel cell will be available in limited quantities. In fact, Honda has claimed that it will only build about 300 units per year. At this point, we've all seen what it brings to the table. But what else is new for the 2025 model year? For starters, just as we've seen, the CR-V fuel cell will feature an all-new powertrain in 2025, which is Honda's latest hydrogen fuel cell system. This will be the result of a joint venture with General Motors to develop this engine. And before we go into other details, let's first get into the details of this powertrain. Honda's hydrogen fuel cell powertrain will consist of a single motor that will give it about 174 horsepower to move it around. All this power will be transmitted to the front wheels only. There are 2 hydrogen tanks that are mounted underneath and behind the rear seat, which is where the hydrogen will be stored. On the other hand, the fuel cell system and the drive unit will be mounted under the hood. In the event that the tanks run out before you can make it to the hydrogen refueling station, there is a 17.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack that is on board for some reserve driving range. Furthermore, Honda claims the system is twice as durable, starts up much faster in cold weather, and costs 2/3 less to build than Honda's previous setup. There are some people who've gotten the chance to take the CR-V fuel cell for a brief test drive. After that, they found that it drives much like the standard CR-V, and the steering feel was actually improved over the hybrid variant. Even with all this, the interior also remains calm and quiet during cruising. The CR-V fuel cell is noticeably pokier than the CR-V hybrid. After the test drive, it was discovered that it goes from 0 to 60 in about 8.6 seconds, which is not that bad compared to other cars. However, as for the proper acceleration details, they're yet to be revealed. If there's one thing that's winning the hearts of many, it is the range, charging, and battery life of this car. The CR-V fuel cell's hydrogen system is reportedly good enough to go for an estimated 241 miles of driving range. In addition to this, you also get an additional 29 miles from the onboard 17.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack. This is according to the EPA. Whenever you need to refuel your hydrogen tanks, it only takes a few minutes to get them from almost empty to full. On the other hand, the battery pack for that extra reserve range will take you about 2 hours to charge fully. This is on a 240-volt connection, which is one of the fast ones. Luckily, you can tell the powertrain to charge the battery using power from the fuel cell as you're driving. This is in the event that you need some extra juice for the battery when you're on the go. Just as it gives you such a long range, it's also one of the most fuel-efficient SUVs out there. The existing version of the Honda CR-V is already economical enough, which is one of the things that make it stand out. But just how economical can the new one get? According to EPA estimates, the CR-V fuel cell is good enough to give you about 52 mpge in the city and 57 mpge on the highway. However, these are just the figures that we've been given by the automaker. As for the actual figures, they would have to be tested by a couple of people before they could be confirmed. However, from what we've seen about the engine so far, it's safe to assume that it will have very pretty figures when it comes to the actual figures. The car has received quite a few upgrades, with the most significant ones being the ones on the powertrain. However, there are also a couple of changes in the interior which have made it better. The CR-V fuel cell's handsome interior design is highlighted by a honeycomb textured insert that spans most of the dash. It's been added in such a way that it cleverly hides the air vents. On the other hand, the steering wheel frames a digital gauge cluster, which is more modern than you would think. The front seats were already comfortable enough, but they have just been made more comfortable. They've been made in such a way that you will not feel a lot of fatigue during long drives. Furthermore, the straightforward driving position should accommodate a wide range of body sizes. Between the front seat passengers is a large center console bin, and behind them are reclining rear seats that have lots of legroom. Some of the main differences that you'll notice inside the cabin when comparing the CR-V fuel cell to the standard CR-V are the push-button shifter and the smaller cargo capacity. However, the cargo capacity has mainly been affected by the installation of the hydrogen tanks, which have been mounted in the rear. To keep all passengers entertained, there's a 9.0-inch touchscreen that has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities as standard. This infotainment system runs on Honda's latest infotainment interface, which is very simple and easy to use. It does not include a tuning knob, but there is a volume knob that accompanies the built-in navigation. There are also 2 USB-C ports for the rear passengers and wireless smartphone charging. Let's just say that the changes coming with the 2025 Honda CR-V are pretty interesting. However, the highlight of these changes is the hydrogen tanks, which aim to make the car more efficient. And even though it's being sold in California alone, there is a high likelihood that it will spread to other states. But what do you think of the 2025 Honda CR-V? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below. And before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.